In America, you're telling me America's more committed to capitalism and the almighty dollar than freedom and liberty for all, and justice for all, and all men are created equal, endowed with unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All of that is not. It's not about that. It's about money, man. 866-801-8255. Who knew? Who knew? Shannon in Atlanta, Georgia. And thank you, John. Hi, welcome to the Calendar Show.
How you doing, Miss Hunter?
Good.
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm a first-time caller. I love your show. Dr. Hunter, let me give you your respect.
No, I'm just Karen here. Just plain old Karen today.
It's all good. And I'm just Shannon in Atlanta. But I'm calling in as it relates to the Democrats people feeling the Democrats taking the African-American vote or minority votes for granted. You know, I have to say that I don't think that's true to a certain extent. I don't think it's true. I had a bunch of student loans, and I need to give shout out to President Barack Obama. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. And he started the ball rolling. I got my student loans forgiven. Thanks to Joe Biden. People are not speaking on what the Democrats have done lately, and they need to, tighten up and tell what they've done. We've forgiven loans. We got health care, and I do have some friends who may have listened to that Analytica stuff on Facebook or what have not. And more Black people voted for Trump than any other Republican in the past. But Trump is a racist. We know that. What has he done for the Black community? Absolutely nothing.
Well, I mean, even Ice Cube was asked that question. 866-801-8255. Actually, Roland Martin asked him point blank. And let me just say that interview was fire. And let's just play the clip. And brother, welcome to the Calling Family, Shannon. I was going to say skip, but then you came in talking very nicely, so I couldn't even clown you for being Shannon, but I appreciate you calling. Smith, play the Roland Martin, Ice Cube, where Roland asks him, what's in his platform for us. Play it.
What do you see in the Platinum Plan they released that mentions that mirrors anything that's in yours?
You got, if I'm looking at it, agreeing to direct VC money to Black investment companies up to $40 billion.
Yeah. What else? What else, Ice Cube? Nothing.
See, a lot of people have been talking about this $500 billion. That's not going to Black people. In fact, that's just actually the infrastructure funding program. That's not actually $500 billion going to Black people. And then when they say
how many billion is the other one given to Black people?
Oh my God!
No, that's not. I'm saying it.
Woo! Yeah. So had that same smoke, and then did we follow up the 40 billion? Because my last numbers are Black folk are still getting 1 to 2% of the VC money, and Trump had 4 years to make that happen, right? So the $40 billion, did any who got it? We do Tech Tuesday here. Matter of fact, venture capital for Black entrepreneurs. This is post-Trump. So Trump supposedly put pressure on the VC community because you can't make regular ass people do anything with their regular ass VC billions of dollars. You can't make them do that, right? But Trump was president, and according to Ice Cube, he was redirecting $40 billion to VCs, which most of us are not. So we're going to talk later with Ida Henry. She's going to be back. Most of us are not venture, on the side to get VC money. As a matter of fact, we should probably have a conversation today about why we shouldn't do that. at all. We should just build good businesses in our community that we can hand over to our children, not over to VCs. Because if they give you money and they expect a 10x return, you usually end up owning very, very little of that company. And then you end up selling out the very lifeblood idea that you have to somebody else. And then you never, get to hand it off to your children. They get to hand it off to their children. That's a problem. That's a problem. But yeah, not only did we not get the VC money, but as a report that just came out, CNBC, venture capital for Black entrepreneurs plummeted 45% in 2022. What? What? That was the only thing Ice Cube could come up with. Had that same smoke, sir. I'm gonna tell you what Biden has done, and we can talk about student loans. You got health care. Well, he helped improve that. He helped restore. He promised to restore it. He came back and built on it, right? Because it needed improvement. Biden did that. Increased access to VA care beyond the 5-year eligibility for combat vets. The vets in this country are to me the most disrespected. Folk that have literally put their lives on the line. This country has been very disrespectful to a lot of them. Well, Biden's helping with that. He reduced health uninsured rate for Black people. Uninsured rate declined in Biden's first year in office. Let's not even talk about the infrastructure bill that's going to be providing jobs. There's a lot of those jobs earmarked for Black folk, Black companies. He put us on the course to net zero emissions. He put into executive orders and other legislation ways in which that we don't have to breathe this polluted air that's killing us. He repealed the law barring Medicare from negotiating lower drug prices. Those of you who have insulin and other drugs, you're now paying a reasonable price for it, not the gouged out prices under a Trump administration.